This is Carson TV News, your capital city news source.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Carson TV News, your source for Nevada's capital city news. I'm Courtney Bloomer. The holidays are upon us and Carson City's Main Street is just a little brighter this holiday season. On Friday, December 5th, community members gathered downtown for the Silver and Snowflakes Festival of Lights. Celebrants were serenaded by the Carson City 5th grade choir as Christmas lights came on all along Carson Street, as well as the tree in front of the Capitol and the city tree at First Presbyterian Church. Santa Claus was on hand while carolers sang and hot cocoa warmed the hearts of all who came out for this citywide celebration. Empty Bowls was a huge success, with handmade bowls sold with homemade soup. The soup, all locally made, was donated and ladled by Carson City restaurants and organizations. All proceeds directly benefit Friends in Service Helping, also known as FISH, a Carson City charity that provides food and shelter for those in need. For many of us, changes in the weather can lead to creaky joints. Here's Star Nixdorf from Paradise Salon, Spa, and Wellness with information about cold weather and arthritis symptoms.
Hi, this is Star with Paradise Salon, Spa, and Wellness. And today's health and wellness tip: all natural, drug-free pain relief. First, you have to talk to your doctor and find out if your symptoms demand prescription medications. See if he can prescribe for you topicals, NSAIDs, that will allow for pain relief, and you won't have to mess up your organs, because every time you take pain relievers through your digestive system, there's a potential for damage to your kidney, your liver. It's really, over time, can be very impactful to your overall health. So find out if you can use a topical pain reliever instead of an oral pain reliever. Next, lose weight. You probably didn't know this, but for every 10 pounds that you lose, you can reduce the amount of pressure on your knees by 48,000 pounds for every 1 mile that you walk. That's a lot. That's a lot of pounding. And how are you going to lose that weight? Exercise and diet. It doesn't get done any other way. Let's talk about diet. A colorful diet, something that has lots of leafy greens and berries and carrots. These are all anti-inflammatory and help to take down swelling and therefore help to take down pain. Sleep. Getting enough sleep allows your body to heal. And if you're not getting really restful sleep, make sure you know why and what's going on. Maybe you need oxygen while you're sleeping for sleep apnea. Find out what's really going on and get a good night's sleep. And then my last tip for you is laughter. It's the best medicine. Find things that make you joyous. And, you know, maybe it's watching some great movies, but I highly recommend laughter that involves other human beings. Because in community, when you're with others, that's what really changes your outlook and really helps you come up out of the circling drain syndrome. So stop the downward spiral. Be well. Come and visit me anytime at Paradise Salon, Spa, and Wellness. Thank you.
The transition from Carson City Animal Services to the Nevada Humane Society took a step forward last Wednesday as the Humane Society was welcomed with an official ribbon-cutting event hosted by the Carson City Chamber of Commerce. The Nevada Humane Society and Carson City formed a partnership for management of the Bud Way Shelter, which has been operating under the Humane Society since October. For those who are looking to add a furry friend to their family this holiday season, Nevada Humane Society Carson City is open 7 days a week for pet adoptions. It's also on the fast track to being a complete no-kill shelter. To see pets needing homes this holiday, visit NevadaHumaneSociety.org.
I think one of the first things I saw when I came here to Carson was how we could improve, and I was looking for ideas on improving animal services here. We contacted the Nevada Humane Society. They have a partnership up in Washoe County. Programs seem to be working great, so we started talks with them. We're proud to have this partnership. We're especially happy that the Humane Society has come on board just at the same time we're getting ready to break ground. Should be June or July, maybe August of next year on our new Animal Service Center. So we've got a great new program, and we're soon to have a state-of-the-art facility, and it's going to be a program that the whole community can be proud of.
Kevin Ryan, I'm the CEO of Nevada Humane Society, and we're here celebrating our ribbon cutting for our Carson City location. And it's been really a wonderful success. We're returning a lot of animals to their owners that end up getting out for a variety of reasons, and the live release rate, meaning the number of animals that are leaving the shelter alive, is 97% for both dogs and cats, which is really an astronomical number. It's something that we're really proud of. And it's been certainly a result of a lot of hard work, but also the result of Carson City and folks coming in, adopting animals and supporting Nevada Humane Society, and certainly a result of the city manager and the board of supervisors and the mayor's support in making this a reality. So we're absolutely thrilled about what's happening here in Carson City.
As part of our ongoing Artist Spotlight series, we focus this week on Cherie Shipley, jazz musician and local jazz promoter.
Well, when I was 3 years old, I stood on the hearth and started singing, and that was the beginning of singing. When I was in my mid-20s, I was tired of singing to just in the shower or in front, you know, my sister and I actually used to sing, and so the families would all, oh, you girls sing, and we sang all the girl songs, you know. But then I decided to buy a guitar off of a neighborhood kid for like $25 so I could teach myself, you know, some accompaniment. And I did, and that just led to wanting more, you know, so it was around that time period that I just put the ideas out there, and you know, stuff started happening for me. The special performances, which are a lot, I feel fortunate to say that I have a lot of special times to perform, because it's the reaction and it's the look on somebody's face, you know, or their emotion that I see, and I know that I created that by my performance. And that's what it's all about. I'm inspired by performers that really seem to want to give more than just their music. That's the thing. I look for honest performances. There's a word for you, honest. And by that I mean not contrived sounding, you know, whether it's in tune or not, if it's coming from the heart, you know, it might not be somebody I would book, but maybe I would, because it means more to have somebody be performing honestly with what they have than to, you know, be creating something that seems artificial. I want people to feel inspired, and I want them to be happy. I want them to be joy-filled, you know, which is, it's different than just being, oh, that was fun. I want there to be like, that really made me feel good. Keep the music going. Keep the music playing. Keep art alive. Allow people to grow. That's what I want to say to the world.
Tis the season for holiday entertainment. December 11th through the 13th, the Silver State Stars present A Midsummer Night's Dream at Silver State Charter School. On December 13th, the Douglas High School Madrigal Singers will be on hand to entertain customers at Greenhouse Garden Center, and on the 14th, the Carson City Symphony presents their annual Holiday Treat Concert at the Community Center, a true treat for the senses featuring singers, musicians, and dancers. Additionally, the Brewery Arts Center is hosting a wide variety of holiday entertainment. For more information on the lineup, visit breweryarts.org. Finally, Carson City's First United Methodist Church is presenting a drive-through nativity, The Road to Bethlehem, on December 13th and 14th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Basketball and wrestling kicked off this week at Carson High School. Here's Keith with more in sports.
The Carson High boys basketball team got off to a great start in their first game last Thursday, taking down Spring Creek 78-40 in the Red Lion Invitational in Elko, with Cameron Price, Kyle Steele, Jaden DeJoseph, Jared Rooker, and Asa Carter all scoring in double digits. They didn't fare quite so well against Elko High on Friday, though, losing their second game 56-48. The Senators' final game of the tournament came Saturday against West High of Salt Lake City, and despite some improvement in turnovers from their previous outing, Carson lost 56-52. The Carson girls basketball team had a very busy schedule to kick off the start of their season. After losing on Tuesday to Reno in a Division I crossover game, the Senators went on to win 3 out of 4, including a 47-40 win over Palo Verde and a 45-29 win over Fernley to finish off the week with a 3-2 record. Carson High's success on the football field this fall contributed to the end of a 30-match win streak in wrestling last Wednesday. Because they were still playing football, at least 6 of the Senators' best wrestlers were unable to meet the 5-practice requirement in their switchover from one sport to another, and were forced to watch helplessly as JV wrestlers and varsity backups did their best against the Damani Ranch varsity squad. But the Mustangs were too much for them. Final score, Damani 58, Carson 18. Then came the Capital City duels Saturday, with Carson winning 4 out of 5 matches, defeating McQueen 82-0, Minogue 76-6, and Douglas 60-15, before dropping a very tight match 40-39 to Reno, the eventual champions. Then the Senators beat Wooster 61-17 in the third-place match, giving them an overall third-place finish in the tournament. The Nevada State Museum has a cultural craft and family fun day coming. Here is Deborah Stevenson to tell us more about the event.
I'm Deborah from the Nevada State Museum, and I want to tell you about a fun program we have coming up Saturday, December 13th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's our Pines Are Fine program. You can make a lovely holiday wreath using Nevada pine cones. You can even make a cute little Christmas tree using the Jeffrey pine cone, all decorated up with Crayola Model Magic. This activity is free for kids 17 and under, also free for museum members, and a nominal fee of $8 for adults that are not members. In addition to these wonderful crafts that I just mentioned, we'll have a variety of other crafts, including making a cute little pine needle angel. You can also make a little Christmas tree, other ornaments, and a whole host of coloring activities for the small ones. Besides the crafts, this is a complete nature science program, as we always do with our Family Fun Saturdays. Did you know that Nevada has 2 state trees? We have the single-leaf pinyon, our pinyon pine. We also have the bristlecone pine. The bristlecone pine began growing when the pyramids were being built in Egypt, over 4,000 years old. You'll learn about the difference between a pine, a fir, and a spruce. And you'll learn all about the cute little animals that eat the pine nuts, the cute little pinyon jay, the pinyon mouse, Steller's jay. You'll learn about the black bear, the mule deer, all sorts of animals that depend on pine nuts for food. You'll also learn how Native Americans in our area, the Washoe and the Paiute and the Western Shoshone, processed the pine nuts, how they did the winnowing, how they roasted them, stored them as a nutritious snack in the winter time that really was a great staple for the Native American tribes. All these things at the Nevada State Museum coming up Saturday, December 13th. And while you're at the museum, you can enjoy Finding Fremont, Pathfinder of the West, and all of our other wonderful exhibits. Again, just an $8 admission fee for non-members, free for kids under 17. While you're downtown for the Santa Parade, come on in and warm up. Check out the museum, make a cute holiday craft with the kids, and just have a really great time. We're located at 600 North Carson Street, and as always, it's a fun family place to visit. Check out our website, museums.nevadaculture.org, or call 775-687-4810, extension 237 for more information. I look forward to seeing you.
Each year, the United States Marine Corps brings hope and joy to children across the United States with their Toys for Tots program. This year, Toys for Tots here in Carson City is working in cooperation with the Ron Wood Family Resource Center. Here's Joyce Buckingham to tell us more.
Well, Toys for Tots has been around over 50 years and it started as a small project in Los Angeles and blossomed from there to where it's both in the United States and overseas. In Carson City, Ron Wood Family Resource Center has been collecting toys and donations for Toys for Tots for about 10 years, and we are totally involved with the hotline, and people can call in for toys right now at 884-TOYS, and we assist in picking up the donations at over 85 locations. We also are the ones that distribute the toys. Last year we served almost 4,000 young people in need from 0 to 18, and we're planning on at least that many this year. We're looking for volunteers. If you are able to volunteer, Ron Wood Family Resource Center is the place to call at 884-2269. We have a lot of need out there, and we work very hard to make sure that every child has a wonderful Christmas.
Local restaurant Adele's will be hosting a Cookies with Santa fundraiser on Saturday, December 13th. Local families are encouraged to come out to meet Santa Claus and take part in sampling some tasty baked goods from Adele's. It's all to benefit Toys for Tots.
The cafe at Adele's will be hosting Cookies with Santa to benefit the Ron Wood Family Resource Center's collection of toys for Toys for Tots. This event will be held Saturday, December 13th. It starts at 10 in the morning and goes till 2:30 in the afternoon. Santa will be on hand for photos. Please bring an unwrapped toy for a child. And hot chocolate and cookies will be provided for all attendees. We ask just a $5 donation from adults, and these proceeds will go to Ron Wood for Toys for Tots. We look forward to seeing you then. Thank you, and have safe and happy holidays.
Adults and children alike often have trouble achieving that perfect department store window display gift wrap look. Today, our youth reporter, Kit, and a special guest walk you through some techniques to make sure that the presents under your tree look picture perfect this holiday season.
Thanks, Courtney. And today I'll be showing kids how to wrap a gift. Sometimes they can't always keep the secret because they have to have an adult help them with wrapping a gift. Well, today I'll be showing you. And there's a special guest from the North Pole that's here today. Please welcome Chris Kringle.
Hello, Kit.
Hi, Santa.
Merry Christmas. Merry
Christmas.
Okay. Well, today we're going to start with wrapping some gifts, and we're going to start with one that's really simple, a box. You can see we have a box here today. And Kit, the thing to remember about wrapping a box is it's the same on all four sides.
Right.
So I noticed that you've got lined paper, and that's really nice because you've got paper that's got lines on it. And we can see those lines right here, and so we can cut straight lines, and that makes it really, really simple. So I also noticed you've got some tools here. Let's go over the tools real quick. We've got some scissors, and we want to be very, very careful when we're using scissors, right? Because they're very sharp here along these edges, and sometimes the points are kind of dangerous too. So what are some of the rules of scissor use?
Make sure you hold on to the handle with them.
Okay, and what's another good rule?
Don't touch this end because it is sharp and you...
That's right. And
hurt.
don't run around with them.
No.
Put them on the table. That's the best place.
Only on the spot that you're wrapping your present with.
Exactly. Okay. So we've got some scissors. We also have some tape, and we need the tape because it's nice and sticky.
Together.
Exactly. You've also got, I love these, a ruler.
So you'll be learning some math while you're doing this.
And a pen, because we're going to make some marks on the paper. Excellent. Okay. So what's the first thing we're going to do with the ruler?
So we're first going to take our ruler. And really what we're going to do is we're just going to measure this side of it.
Okay.
And it's 4 inches. So you're going to move it.
So this box is 4 inches, which means we want to have 4 inches from this edge.
Right.
And 4 inches from this edge, right? Okay. And then, so I'd count 1, 2, 3, 4, squares.
4, right. Yes, I think so. We're just going to use our trusty pen, and we're going to measure it 4 inches and mark it where it says 4 inches.
Very good. Okay.
And you're going to cut it.
And then we're going to cut this way first.
Right.
And then we'll cut we also need to know the length. So if we take the whole roll like this and come over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now we know where to cut it.
Uh-huh. That should be
So you want to cut it up to that line.
Yep.
Cut it along there.
Okay.
Actually, you want to make sure you've got a little extra, so
Okay.
when we unrolled it, make sure you're coming right over here next to the roll.
Okay. So you're going to want to cut on the lines because it is a better result if you cut in the lines because it's straighter.
This is the way the elves do it up at the North Pole.
Yes, the elves are professional.
That's true.
So you just want to make sure you cut it along there and then stop at where you marked it.
There you go.
Then you're going to then just cut over.
Actually, you can turn this so that it's easy for you to do.
Okay.
If you turn the whole
Yes,
worker.
you can turn it. And so we're just going to cut along that line until you get to the end. You just want to keep going and going.
Oop.
You ripped it a little bit. And then you're going to stop right there. So,
And then you can roll this excess up,
yep, and you can wrap more presents if you save more.
and we've got more presents to wrap.
We do.
Okay.
Busy today.
So here's our box, and this is called dry fitting, by the way. We're going to wrap this over. We're just going to make sure that it's the right width and the right length, and see how our paper covers our box completely, and we've got a little bit of a flap here, just a little bit of crossover. I'll show you this crossover over here. You can see that we've got the box, and we've got some wrapping paper, and then the wrapping paper crosses over so that it's a little bit wider than the paper. If you have a pattern, you want to line up the pattern if you can, so that it looks kind of pretty.
As much as you can.
Okay? We also see that the ends are the right width. This covers all the way down, this covers all the way up. It's really going to work out very, very well.
Right.
Okay?
So,
Now we're going to start taping. And so you want to have your tape out where you can get to it.
just make sure that it stays.
Yep. And you want to make sure that's nice and straight.
Right.
Very good.
And then you want to put tape. Sometimes you won't need as much tape as I'm using, but in this case,
Okay. And when you pull that nice and tight,
you do the other side and just simply repeat the thing.
and there's your piece of tape.
And you want to try to line it up.
Okay, now the ends. Those are kind of tricky sometimes.
They are kind of tricky.
And so we've kind of been practicing a little bit. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to show you a really easy technique for doing this. We're going to take the box, and I've turned it so that the open side is here. And now I'm going to take the side that has the fold on it, the open, and I'm going to fold it down, just like that. And it makes a nice crease.
Make sure it's in the corners too.
Yeah, make sure you got that nice crease in the corner. And then we're going to fold this side in like that. We're going to fold this side in like that. And we can fold this side up.
And you're just going to take your tape again and...
Now in this case, you can see that we've got a little bit of a tag, a little flag hanging out here.
We
That's
do.
real easy to take care of. You can just fold it over once right there so that it's nice and flat. And then fold it up. Now, Kit, go ahead and put some tape on that.
And that is one side.
There's one side right there. You can
Right.
turn it around and do exactly the same thing.
Make
Crease
sure
that down.
that it's in the corners.
Get it into the corners.
make sure that it's nice and tight in there.
Yep.
And then you're
Fold
just
the
gonna
edges
stick
in.
it in and fold some more.
And the other edge in. Great.
And then just take it, and it looks like we don't have
We're gonna
excess.
have our little flap.
So we're just gonna tape it.
And just tape it right up.
Excellent.
Very, very nice. Any mom, dad, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, cousin would love to have a present like this.
Thanks for tuning in for this week's edition of Carson TV News. I'm Courtney Bloomer. We'll see you next week.